Hello everyone, and this is Shilpa Mittal. I'm a nutritionist from Mumbai. I have done my masters in food science and nutrition. I'm a certified diabetes educator and an onco nutritionist. I hope I am audible. Okay, thank you so much. So I've done my masters in nutrition and I practice in Mumbai, and I also do a lot of online consultations. I'm into taking a lot of theme-based corporate camps, school camps, and I have a group called Healthier You group. I mean, it's a basically I've started this initiative to help people to stay consistent and motivated with their health goals, and that's all about me. So I'm here today to give you all tips about how to eat healthy during this season of monsoon. So friends, we eagerly wait for this season, isn't it? After a terribly hot summer, we look out for rains to come, and as much as we enjoy this season, also our susceptibility to various infections, especially the foodborne infection, is quite high. Hello Latika Vadwa, and I thank you for giving me this opportunity. I thank Mompreneurs Circle for inviting me for this session, and also want to add one thing, that Mompreneurs Circle always brings up initiative which is well needed, especially at the times when it's needed. Like last year, the whole of the pandemic was such beautiful initiatives. I always look out for such initiatives, and even now when monsoon is at its peak and a lot of infections are going up and down, they have still bought this good initiative. So congratulations and thank you so much for inviting me. So coming back to my topic on eating healthy this monsoon, I was talking about how we eagerly wait for this season, but also as much as we enjoy this season, we also need to be careful, because this is the season when our body is susceptible to a lot of infection, and foodborne is one which tops the chart. And why does that happen? Because our immunity tends to go down during this season. So just giving you a little background, many a times people also complain of a lot of gas, acidity, flatulence, especially the digestive disorder. So what happens is, as the humidity levels are very high, and especially a place like Mumbai, wherein already the humidity levels are high, this season it further increases. Plus the temperature is also not very cool always, it is warm. So a combination of this disturbs our digestive system. The digestive capabilities are at its all-time low. So to eat healthy is very important, and if you eat wrong kinds of food, then definitely you will end up with illness, or you become more susceptible to the infections which generally take place during this season. So I'm going to give you a few tips you need to take care of so that you will be safe and you will be able to enjoy monsoon in the best possible way. So first is to stay hydrated. Hydration is very important. Our bodies are made up of 70% of water. So taking good amount of fluids in this season is important. Since it's rainy season, you don't feel that thirsty, and by the time you feel that thirst, your body cells are already dehydrated. So you need to have water at frequent intervals, or you can go in for any kind of fluids, like you can have kanjis, you can have soup, you can have coconut water, you can have lemon water. Avoid fresh fruit juices, especially outside during this season. Also avoid too much of tea, coffee or carbonated beverages, because they tend to dehydrate your body. You can also have concoctions made from fennel seeds, that is saunf, jeera, ginger. Herbal teas are good during this season. So hydration, that is up your water intake, that's very very important. The next we come to is proteins. Proteins also play a very very important role, especially in this season, and as I spoke earlier, our digestive systems are compromised, plus the immunity also tends to go down. So protein is that nutrient which is involved in each and every process in our body, all hormones, all enzymes, and the immune system which we are so much concerned about in this times. The raw material or the immune system is also made up of protein. So good amount of proteins in your diet is a must. And yes, protein sources are all your milk and milk products, your non-vegetarian foods like chicken, meat, fish, egg. But when I say non-vegetarian foods, and I also mention that digestive system goes down, so do not have very heavy preparation made out of non-vegetarian foods. You can go in for soups, stews, baked, grilled. All these preparations are fine. Curries are okay, of course not with too much of salt and spices. So I will come to that a little later. You can have more of dals, pulses, legumes. Sprouts are the best during this season. Sprouting doubles up the nutritive value. It also makes the food digestible, and as I said, it is loaded with nutrients. That's what you need during this time. Also a seasonal pulse, I would say, that is our peanuts, moongfali, groundnuts, which is readily available everywhere in each part of our country. So you can have boiled or roasted peanuts, maybe a handful a day, and they have good amount of protein, good fats. So try to have a good amount of protein in each and every meal. So hydration was the first thing, proteins is the next. Now I come to fruits and vegetables. So even vegetables are like, you get good lot of vegetables, especially the green ones. One thing to remember in vegetable is you need to really clean them well, wash them well, because at this time they have a lot of small insects on them. So what you can do, a simple thing is just to immerse them in little salt water, maybe for 10 minutes, or even a solution of vinegar and water. 1 part of vinegar and 3 parts of water. You can wash the vegetables and keep it soaked in them again for 10 or 15 minutes. Take them out, rinse them, dry them, and then you can keep it in the fridge. So this way you can ensure the safety of your fruits and vegetables. Now talking about fruits and vegetables, since I said about the digestion and the susceptibility of our body, it is best to have those vegetables which are little bitter in taste. So something like karela, that is bitter gourd. Haldi is there. You get neem leaves, so you can chew on a few neem leaves in the morning. Also there is a vegetable called kantola, that has spikes on, spike gourd is also, it is spine gourd is also what is said. So that's available specifically in this season. So you can try making that also, similar to how bitter gourd is made. And also a lot of methi. You get the normal methi leaves are there. You also get the small methi leaves which are little bitter in taste. So even that will help you protect against all this infections and all. Apart from that, when you go to buy fruits and vegetables this season, just remember that buy the ones which are the darkest in color. Why darkest in color? Because we are looking at antioxidant, we are looking at prevention. So if they are the darkest in color, that means they have that antioxidant at the color pigment gives them the antioxidant. So the darker the vegetables, the more fruits, the more the antioxidant pigment it has. So if you're picking up plums or cherries, buy the ones which are the darkest. So you are rest assured that you are getting good amount of antioxidants. Plus yes, the other benefits which we know about vegetables and fruits are the fiber and vitamin C, vitamin A, which I'm not going in detail. So what we require for this season, I'm going to touch upon that. The next we come to is cereals. Now since the digestion is a little compromised, you need to take care of having something which is light. So rice kanji, curd rice, you can have nachni, that is ragi, you can have jawar also. So all this are again rich in, do not you can have wheat, but all this will help you better because they also give you some amount of minerals like calcium, iron, B complex, vitamins. The next we come to is especially eating out. So try to avoid eating out, especially the foods which are raw. So something like bhel, chaats, do not eat out because the chances of contamination are high. Similarly, even in sandwiches. So eat, if you want to eat them, you make it at home and eat them. Also, the other thing is eat freshly cooked vegetables. Try to avoid keeping them in fridge and reheating them every time. We also have lot of herbs and spices in our kitchen, and they do an amazing job during this season. So something like ginger, garlic, cinnamon, jeera, or coriander seeds, hing, all these are abundant with a lot of antimicrobial, antifungal, antibacterial property. So you can try using generous amounts of it to maybe your vegetables, to your dals, or in general you can have a concoction of this. So what is a concoction? You take little water, you may add little bit of jeera or saunf, you just boil it for some time and then you keep sipping this water. Similarly, you can have some garlic and you can have some ginger and cinnamon infused water also. So this way you are increasing your water intake, that is hydration, as I spoke about. And also the body, this all will, as I said, also have antibacterial, fungal, antimicrobial properties, plus they also help you digest the food better. So this way both the things will be taken care of. The next I come to is in this season, try to go a little low in terms of salt and spices. Again, the reason is, yes, digestion, and too much of salt will tend to bloat you up, because as such the body is not able to remove the toxins so well unless you take care of all these pointers. So this becomes very important. Also, a good personal hygiene is must. So if you're eating well, but if the hygiene precautions are not taken, like disinfecting, washing every now and then, you are tend to get susceptible to the monsoon illnesses very fast. Also important is, since it is rainy season, most of us tend to avoid exercising or going out, but then you can work out at home, maybe some simple exercises. So try to keep yourself active, because even that will help you in staying healthy this season. And one more point which I want to add about is fried foods. So monsoon, I cannot end this session without touching upon fried foods, because as soon as it starts raining, our body starts to crave for all the bhajiyas and pakoras. So yes, once in a while having is not at all bad, but certain pointers you need to take care of is, use, whenever you fry foods, use oils which have high smoking point. What is high smoking point is, whenever we fry foods, we usually check ki तेल कितना गर्म हुआ है. So with that smoke which comes out, so there are certain oils which degrade at such a high temperature. So use the ones which are susceptible or which can withstand that high heating temperatures, I can say, in other words. So they are groundnut oil, rice bran oil, corn oil, til, sarson ka tel. All this have high smoking point. So whenever you fry, especially in this season, use oils which have high smoking point. Also fry at the right temperature. So when to add the food to the oil is very important, when the oil gets really heated up, otherwise it will end up absorbing more of oil. And try not to reuse the oil in which the food has been fried, because that oil actually degrades if you're frying it for a little longer time. So just dispose that oil so that no trans fatty acid enters your body. So friends, to sum it up, you need to take care of your hydration. So water, any form of water is needed. That will help you detoxify, maintain your system well, also take care of your digestion. Next is proteins. So yes, proteins in each and every meal. Fruits, vegetables, go as per the season. Eat local fruits and vegetables. Buy the ones which are the darkest in color. Clean them well. Cereals, since digestion is a little compromised, have more of rice based, nachni based, that is ragi, jawar and all. Go low on salt and spices. Use a lot of antiviral, antifungal, like all our kitchen herbs and spices which we usually use them in generous amounts, so that our digestion system is proper and you can enjoy all the delicacies of this season. So that's all from my end, and if there are any queries I can take them. Thank you so much, Mrs. Sonal Shah. Thank you, Latika. So if there are no queries, I mean, you can definitely put it down when you watch the recorded session also. And if there are any, I will come back and I will reply to them. So thank you all for joining, and once again, thank you Mompreneur Circle for inviting me, and thank you Latika Wadhwa. Thank you.